Hello viewers, this is Manas welcoming you to the series You the Oracle Expert, your one-stop shop to learn and practice Oracle database administration and Unix with hands-on experiments using Oracle VirtualBox virtual machines. Build your knowledge base, confidence, and make your way to be an expert Oracle DBA. In day-to-day activities of a DBA, blocking lock is the most common type of performance issues that is encountered. So today we are going to learn how to monitor blocking locks using OEM. I am using 3 SQL Plus sessions with system user to create the blocking lock situation and 1 session using Toad with sys user to capture the blocking lock related statistics. All the SQL statements that I am using in this sys session can be found in a text file in my Google Drive, and I have shared the link to that file in the description of this video below. And I have already created one test table in the system user schema. The name of the table is test log with 2 columns. The first column named N that stores the numerical values, and the second column called S that stores character values. And I have already inserted 3 records to that table. And these are the 3 rows, 1A, 2B and 3C. And this second SQL statement we are using to get the information about all these 3 sessions established using system user, and the first session with the SID 76, the second one with 90 and the third one with 288. Now let's execute a simple DML or update statement in the first SQL session, then second and third, and we'll create a situation where the second and the third session will be waiting for the first session to release the lock on the test log table. And this update statement will be update test log set n equals to 4 where n equals to 3, and we'll execute a similar statement in the second session, but to set the value of the n to a different value. Say it's 5, but this session is also targeting the same row, so it goes to a hung state because the first session has not yet released the lock on the same row. Now we'll execute a similar statement but setting a value of n to say 6, and this session is eventually going to a hung state or a waiting state because in the queue of sessions requesting the lock, the first session already got the lock and it has not completed the transaction, so it's still holding the lock. The second session is waiting for the first session to release the lock and it is in a waiting state, and the third session is waiting for the second session to complete its transaction, and in the queue of waiters it is in the second position. Now if we try to extract the session information of all these 3 sessions using the same SQL statement, in the wait event or the event column we will be able to see that the second and the third session is assigned with NQTX row lock contention. And we can see that these 2 sessions are having this wait event. Now this is a blocking lock situation. Until and unless the first session completes the transaction by either rolling back or committing the transaction, these 2 sessions will continue to wait. And this is a situation we often encounter in our database systems that creates severe performance issues with blocking lock contention. To detect the blocking session in OEM, we can simply go to the database homepage, and once we are in the homepage, we can go to the performance menu, then go to blocking sessions. And this gives us quite a few information including the blocking tree, which is very useful to detect the root session that started this all. You can also kill the blocking session from this page to resolve the locking contention. For example, in our test case, the root session that is with the SID 76 is starting to lock a table and it continues to hold the lock because it has not completed its transaction, and it is causing the other two sessions to wait, and this OEM page is giving us all the information about the SID, serial number, and what SQL statement those two waiting sessions are executing, and their wait event, etc., etc., and how many seconds they have been waiting. And if we want, we can kill the top session, that is the session holding the lock, from this page itself by simply selecting and clicking on this kill session button. Select the session that has been blocking the other two sessions and then click on the kill sessions button. It will ask for a confirmation. Click yes, and there is a confirmation that the session has been killed, and we'll be able to see that in the blocking tree now the second session is blocking the third session, because if you remember, we created a blocking tree by creating 3 sessions which were executing the update statement on the same row from the test log table, one after another. And if the second session is also continue to hold the lock and don't do a commit or rollback of his transaction, then we have the option to kill the same session from here. Then again we'll kill it and click on the yes button to confirm the killing of the session, and now there is no blocking session in the database. If you want, you can also perform this kill session command from the SQL prompt, because we are already able to identify the blocking session, its SID and serial number. So using an alter system kill session with the SID and serial number of the blocking session, we can terminate the blocking contention in the database. So this is how we can resolve a blocking lock contention in the database to avoid severe performance issues in the database environment. So viewers, I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Please hit the like button if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss an episode in this series for the Oracle DBS or similar educational videos that I am uploading every week.